This is the Battle of the Machines, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe, the War Machine Rhino, the Wrestling Machine Kurt Angle, and the man who uses all of those nicknames, like he owns them or something, Sagat, also calling himself Mr. 3-0, a knock on Mr. Clean. But anyways, let's get down to this matchup. All four guys going at it here. The referee down in this melee already. Sagat now takes Samoa Joe down. And now Rhino sends Kurt Angle into the corner. Kurt Angle reverses it. Kurt Angle with shoulder tackles onto Rhino, and Samoa Joe breaks it up. And wait a minute now. Rhino with that shoulder tackle onto Sagat. This match totally out of control here. These guys just going at it here. No rules, no regulations. They're just fighting to see who the last man standing will be. And look at that, Kurt Angle takes down Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle, a wrestling machine, a master of the game, despite his problems as of late. Kurt Angle, very well, maybe on top of his game, better than he's ever been. And wait a minute, Sagat just headbutts both guys together. Samoa Joe kicking away. But wait a minute, Sagat blocks it. Blocks Samoa Joe's attempts. Sagat now going for weapons. It's all legal. This match under no DQ rules. And Samoa Joe knocking down Sagat with that crutch. Samoa Joe now with that back suplex. Kurt Angle, he's pulling the straps down. He means business. He throws Samoa Joe on top of the announce table. Rhino and Kurt Angle exchanging a series of punches, trying to block each other's attempts there. And wait a minute, look at this. A double suplex. A little bit of teamwork there by Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. You know, if I were these three guys, Samoa Joe, Rhino, and Kurt Angle, I'd triple team Sagat. This guy just decides to start using their respective names, their nicknames. In this match, we're going to find out who the Ultimate Machine is when it's all said and done. But why not take Sagat out first? Teach this guy a lesson, Sagat. Wait a minute, there's the Angle Slam by Kurt Angle onto Mr. 3-0 himself. And wait a minute, Sagat back up to his feet though. That Angle Slam, it used to be one of Kurt Angle's most devastating maneuvers. I don't know what happened. Samoa Joe now sends Kurt Angle on top of the table. Kurt Angle trying to defend himself. Wait a minute. Samoa Joe, could it be? He connects with the Muscle Buster through the table. Kurt Angle nearly broken in half. Rhino now sends Sagat in. And wait a minute. Sagat now sending Rhino back into the ring. Samoa Joe back in the ring. Kurt Angle still down, still recovering from that Muscle Buster through the table. And now Samoa Joe, he had that sledgehammer. Samoa Joe with that Yakuza kick onto Kurt Angle. And there is Rhino using that sledgehammer on Sagat. I'm losing my voice here. We're just in the third match here at Ringside Wars. Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, and Sagat in the corner. Both guys, as well as the other two, have to be feeling the effects of this matchup. Kurt Angle now, what's he going to do here? No. Samoa Joe sends Sagat into the corner. Samoa Joe working over Kurt Angle, but no. Kurt Angle with that hip toss. This action is out of control here. It's hard to call with all four of these guys just going at it. Kurt Angle, I don't know what he was going for there. Maybe shades of Mr. Clean, I don't know. Wait a minute, Samoa Joe goes for a clothesline, and he connects with it. Kurt Angle now working over that shoulder area of Rhino. Samoa Joe takes Kurt Angle to the outside of the ring. Kurt Angle, he's got Samoa Joe now. What's he going to do here? Sagat with that sledgehammer. And wait a minute, Rhino takes the sledgehammer from Sagat. Rhino back in the ring now. Sagat just nails Rhino with that sledgehammer right in the face. Sagat now with that tiger shot sends Rhino. Wait a minute, what's this? Sagat nearly choking the life out of Rhino. He's just choking the man here. It's all legal. Rhino in a lot of trouble here. Sagat going for the pin. Kurt Angle with that angle slam on Samoa Joe, but I don't think he knows what's going on inside the ring. Now he does, but it's too late. Sagat has won this matchup. I guess now he can call himself the Total Package Wrestling War Machine. This match completely out of control, but Sagat somehow managed to escape with a victory, and the guy that has the biggest mouth prevailed. And I guess now we're just gonna have to hear it even more from this guy. Wait a minute. The Terminator. You know, this is a battle of the machines here. The Terminator, he's not a type of machine. He is the machine. And he's coming out here. And wait a minute. Terminator now picks up Sagat. And there's the Dominator by the Terminator. I guess you cannot have a battle of the machines without the Terminator being involved. Before we get to this next match, I have just gotten word from the back that another match has been signed for NODQ CAW's main event on Friday, September 15th. In addition to the Marios getting their NODQ Tag Team title rematch against Spider-Man and Batman, we will also be seeing Sagat taking on the Terminator one-on-one. Friday, September 15th. Mark it on your calendars as the day of NODQ CAW's main event. Yeah! Here comes Mick Foley. Leatherface is one crazy mofo, but this man, Mick Foley, might be just a little more demented. Both of these guys are unpredictable, but I predict that this could very well be the match of the night. Like Kurt Angle, Foley is also a free agent in this match, but will he have better luck than Angle did in the previous match? Mick Foley versus Leatherface. Leatherface is an OCM. He is one crazy mofo. And now both guys have title belts here. And Mick Foley gets to Leatherface first with that title belt. This is Mick Foley's type of environment. He loves these hardcore, no-holds-barred matches. And look at that. Mick Foley with that crutch, hitting it over the head of Leatherface. Leatherface now running up to the top. Leatherface jumps at Mick Foley, but Mick Foley, by instinct, swings that crutch right into the head of Leatherface. Mick Foley going for a pinfall. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Mick Foley now. He takes Leatherface to the outside. Mick Foley now with a series of punches. This is one of those type of matches where you're not going to see a lot of headlocks. And there's Mick Foley with one of his trademark DDTs. Mick Foley now makes the cover and gets a 1 count. Wears down Leatherface a little bit with that DDT. And there's a rake to the eyes. Very basic, but it gets the job done. And there's a chop by Leatherface. Leatherface now with that headbutt onto Mick Foley. Leatherface now has a ring bell. What's he going to do here? I think I know what he's going to do.